Hi guys, good morning. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you have not subscribed to my channel yet, kindly subscribe. Today I'll be showing you how to do spring rolls. You get your fresh carrot, you scrape the back off. Yes, this one is looking like this because it has been in the fridge for a while. So you scrape the back off, make sure it's properly scraped and clean. Then you cut the bottom. After scraping the quantity you want, you wash the carrots and put them together in a basket. After that, then you grate the carrot. You grate it to give you slim and long shape. Yes, and you have to be very careful while grating it because this grater is very sharp. It can easily cut your hand. So you grate the quantity of carrots you want to use for your spring rolls. You see, you grate it here. After grating all the carrots that you need, you pack them into a clean bowl. Yes, you pack all your carrots into a clean bowl. After that, you can see here they're gathering the carrots in the clean sieve. After that, you slice a little quantity of spring onions. These spring onions now, we are going to use it to make the sauce of the spring rolls. Yes, like right now we're trying to make the fillers of the spring roll first. Then I'll show you how to make the wraps, the spring roll wraps. So you pound a little yellow pepper. We are pounding because we don't want it to be too smooth. We don't want the yellow pepper to be too smooth, so we just pound. If we use blender, it will be too smooth. So you pound it to get the texture that you want. Then you get your ginger. First of all, you peel the ginger. You wash the ginger, peel it, and after peeling you wash again, and then you begin to cut them into smaller sizes so that you can easily blend. You can see how it is being done here. You cut them into smaller sizes. We want a good amount of ginger. This is the blended garlic. After that, you blend your garlic and you blend your ginger. Then you put your pan on fire. You add butter, baking butter. You don't use groundnut oil, you use butter while making your sauce or your spring roll fillers. You allow the butter on the fire for a little while to melt as it is being done here. And then you don't over increase the fire. Then when the butter has melted, you add a little yellow pepper into it for taste, for flavor. Then you stir and allow it to cook for a little while. While it's cooking, they are still stirring. You can see it steaming on the fire. Then you continue stirring to make sure it's properly cooked and the flavor has come out. Then you add your garlic. You stir it, you mix the garlic. After that, you add your blended ginger. And you still continue to mix and stir. You stir it properly. You have to keep stirring so it doesn't burn. You stir it, you keep stirring to get a good mixture so everything mixes properly. Then you add your seasoning cubes into it. You add your, you don't have to add too much seasoning cubes. You just add a little, depending on the quantity of the spring rolls you want to do, and you have to be very careful too, so it doesn't become too salty at the end of the day. So you just add your seasoning cubes for taste. You continue mixing and stirring. Don't forget that you will not leave it on the fire for too long. You add curry powder to it. You continue stirring. Don't forget, you have to keep stirring it so this thing doesn't burn. Then you add your shredded cabbage to it. Oh, I forgot to show you people while the cabbage was being sliced into tiny pieces. When you add your cabbage to it, you continue stirring it. You try to mix the cabbage with the sauce, with the oil mix that has all the seasoning, this thing. Then you add your spring onions that was sliced. You add it. You continue mixing it. You keep turning and mixing it to make sure everything mixes properly. You keep mixing, stirring it, and then mix it until everything is properly mixed. After that, you add your sauces to it. This is dark soy sauce. This is sesame sauce, sesame oil, oyster sauce, this is light soy sauce. You add a good quantity or a good amount into it. And then you start to mix it again. You have to mix it properly. Mix it until you have a very good mixture, like everything has mixed together. You have to keep mixing, keep mixing, keep mixing. You need to do a lot of mixing here. Then at this point you add your shredded carrots. And after adding the carrots, you continue mixing it. Please take note that these things have to be added into the pots in sequence. You don't add one before the other. You just follow the sequence as it has been added here. So now you taste. After adding everything, you mix and you taste for whatever it is that is not that you cannot feel or taste in the thing. So now a little curry has been added to it, and then you continue stirring and mixing. Then you add a little sugar to it. You continue mixing. You continue mixing. You continue mixing, and you can see now it has, at this point, it has stayed on the fire for a while, and now it's properly cooked. You can see it's looking very fine. Then we move over to the spring roll wraps. So this spring wraps contains flour and water and a little sugar for taste. So you mix it till you have a very smooth consistency, as you can see here. Then you put a hot pan on fire. When the pan on fire with low heat, when the pan is hot enough, you take a little of the flour you've mixed and you rub it on the pan. Don't rub it to be too thick, because you want your spring rolls wrap to be very light. So you just rub it around the pan and then you put it on the low heat fire. So while it's on the fire, the heat is very low, so it's going to cook slowly. So you allow it for a while for it to cook. For about, I think about a minute or so. Then you begin to peel off the edges so that it's easy for you to remove when the thing is totally cooked. And also these edges now, the edges they dry faster, so that is why you'll be removing it from the edges, so that it doesn't stick to the pan when the whole thing is cooked and is ready for you to remove it from the pan. So when you go around the whole edges, if you don't like this, that means your spring roll wrap is going to tear. Yes, you're going to find it difficult to remove it from the pan when it's ready. So at this point now, it's ready, it's cooked, and it has been removed from the pan. So you put a tray of flour, so that when you remove it from the pan, you put it on the floor direct. So here now the spring roll wrap is ready. The sauce is also ready. You scoop a little of the sauce, you put it in the wrap, and then you roll for a few times. Then you fold the wraps into each other. That spring roll mixture that you used to do the spring roll wrap, you fetch a little in a cup and you keep close to you. So after you've done that, you just while you're wrapping the spring roll, you take a little of that mixture again, you rub it at the edge so that it sticks together. You can see this now. There is a spring roll wrap. Then scoop a little of the spring roll filler, wrap it a little, then fold the edges so that it looks fine, and then they continue wrapping it. You continue wrapping, then you take a little of that mixture and you rub it at this point so that it sticks together, it doesn't open. You can see you have your spring roll ready. Yes, let me show you another example of how to make your spring roll. You put your spring roll wrap, you scoop the spring roll filler or spring roll sauce, you wrap 1, 2, 3 times, then you fold it, you wrap again. Then at this point, you get the paste, you rub it at the edge so that it sticks. Then you complete the folding. You can see you have a beautiful spring roll here. Subscribe to my channel, guys. Bye.